From a terrifying camping discovery to a scary summer night tradition. Here are 4 very scary true summer night horror stories. As the sun began to set on another perfect summer day, casting long shadows across the forest floor, 2 campers named Sam and Billy decided to explore their new surroundings. They had just arrived at the secluded campsite nestled deep within a wooded area, hoping for a peaceful night's sleep under the stars. But as darkness fell and the campfire died down, they realized that they were not alone in the woods. A growing sense of unease settled over them. Every creak of a tree branch, every rustle of leaves sent shivers down their spines. Then they started hearing what sounded like whispers in the wind. At first, they tried to convince themselves it was just the wind playing tricks on their overactive imaginations. But as the night wore on, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. Fear turned to panic when they heard footsteps crunching in the underbrush nearby. They ran, stumbling through the trees, desperate to escape the unseen presence that was stalking them. Finally, collapsing on the forest floor, they huddled together, too terrified to move. Just when they thought it couldn't get any worse, a blood-curdling scream tore through the night. The sound was primal, filled with an anguish that echoed the terror in their own hearts. Whatever was out there, it was big. Whatever it was hunting them. And as the first rays of sunlight peeked through the trees the next morning, they stumbled upon something that made their blood run cold. Imprinted in the soft earth near their tent was a large, oddly shaped set of footprints. Footprints that could only have been left by something inhuman. Shaken to their core, they packed up their things and fled the campsite, forever haunted by the lurking horror they had sensed in the darkness. Our next story comes from a Reddit user. When I was about 16, my friends and I used to sneak into an all-girls Catholic school that was near our neighborhood. One summer night we were hanging out by the baseball field. It was hot, humid, and pretty dark outside. We started hearing what sounded like screams in the middle of the field. We couldn't tell if they were human or animal. My friends and I ran as fast as we could in the opposite direction. As we ran, we heard what sounded like hail for about 30 seconds, followed by heavy footsteps. We didn't dare look back. We just kept running until we got home. I grew up on a street where most of the houses had full-size front porches with steps leading up to them. One summer night, I was sitting on my porch swing with my boyfriend watching the fireflies. Suddenly, we heard a blood-curdling scream in the street. I stopped and stared at the road. A minute went by and then another. Suddenly, we heard what sounded like heavy footsteps on the pavement. My boyfriend and I grabbed onto each other and watched as a tall, shadowy figure came walking up our driveway. It stopped at the bottom of the steps leading up to our porch and slowly started coming toward me. I screamed, and my boyfriend pushed me behind him. The figure kept coming closer and closer until suddenly it stopped and turned around. As it walked away, I saw that it was dragging something behind it. My boyfriend and I never went outside after dark again. Summer nights are usually filled with the sweet sounds of laughter, crickets, and the distant hum of summer romance. However, one Reddit user had a different experience. One summer night, I was hanging out with some friends when we decided to go check out an abandoned house nearby. As we approached the house, we noticed that all of the windows had been boarded up, except for one on the second floor. We could hear voices coming from inside. Curiosity got the better of us and we went inside. What we found was a group of teenagers drinking and partying. We joined them and one of the guys told us to come see something funny. He led us to the windowless room where we could hear strange scratching sounds. It almost sounded like someone was trying to dig their way out from behind the wall. We all stood there listening intently. Then suddenly the lights flickered and went out, plunging us into darkness, screaming. We all ran for the door, but it was locked. We started banging on it, but it wouldn't open. Just when we began to calm down, thinking it was a false alarm, we heard loud footsteps near the boarded-up windows. Whatever was on the other side started clawing and scratching, trying to get out. Then we heard what sounded like muffled screams. My friends and I never went back to that house. If you enjoyed this video, then check out more content. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching.